Hello and welcome to Storytime with Auntie Vina. How are you? Today we are going to the Philippines. Yes, I was in the Philippines, and while I was there, I picked up this lovely book, Sandy Beaches to Snow. But when you turn it around, it is also Snow to Sandy Beaches. We've got two books in one. So this is written by Mila Bongco-Philipzig and illustrated by Jamie Bauza. So are you ready? Have you got snacks? Have you got a drink? Then let's go. It's finally here. The day we move to another country, all the way to the other side of the world. My favorite breakfast is on the table, but I'm too nervous and excited to eat. Look, it's very hot, so I think we're in Philippines, and you can see the sandy beaches outside, so it means we're not in a city. We've got some bags and a sleeping mat. I think you can even roll that up afterwards. Wouldn't that be handy? It seems the whole town is here to say goodbye. I see lots of our relatives and neighbours in the yard. Most have small packages for Nane. Some men help Tate with our luggage. Nane and Tate? What do you think that might mean? The little boy's telling us about his family. Who do you think Nane and Tate might be? I'm not even sure. I have to look it up. I take the short walk with my brothers and sisters to the bankers by the seaside. I walk barefoot so sand will not get into my new shoes. On the banker ride, Nane and Tate are sad and quiet. We may never see these waters again, Nane sighs. Guess these boat-looking things must be a banker, and they're going to take that perhaps across the water to the city. Maybe that's where the aeroplane is. I love walking in sand. Do you like walking in sand? As we get off the bankers, we see 3 tricycles being loaded with our baggage. 2 more tricycles take us to the bus station. So these are different kinds of tricycles. They're called tricycles because even though it looks like a little car, it has 3 wheels. And so they call them a tricycle. But really it's a little car, and they're putting all their bags inside and on top, and they're collecting things that's going to take them on their journey. In the bus, Nane buys all kinds of Filipino snacks. They may not have these where we're going, she says. I'm still too nervous to eat, but I love chicharron, so I nibble on those. At the end of our bus ride, we see our relatives from the big city. They have 2 jeepneys. Everyone is coming with us to the airport. It's a noisy ride. Oh, isn't that nice when you're going away and everybody comes to say goodbye? I wonder what chicharron is. At the airport, Tita Lily hands out big, strange clothes. I've never seen such things before. She says we will need them when we get to the other side of the world. Suddenly there is crowding and lots of hugging and crying. Time to go to the airplane. My first plane ride, and I am scared. So remember, they're in a very hot country. So some of these clothes might seem quite strange. So what do you think this is? He called it a long length of material. Can you guess? Can you guess? It's a scarf. And this big round looking thing is a puffy coat filled with feathers or other kinds of material to keep you warm in the winter or when it's cold outside. Then I hear people laughing. My brother has put on his new clothes. I cannot even see his face. He looks like a big, colourful and fluffy ball. This new place cannot be that scary if people dress like that, I think. I smile and get ready for the long, long trip to the other side of the world. Oh, he does look a bit like a big puffy ball, doesn't he? All wrapped up warm. It must be very warm where they are. Yes, very hot. So now we are in the midsection. So there's the plane And on one side, people are dressed ready for the hot weather, and on the other, they are dressed for the cold weather. So at this point, we're going to flip to the other book because it's snow to sandy beaches now. So let's have a look. It's finally here. The day we travel for almost 2 days to visit my grandma and cousins I've never seen in a country halfway around the world. I look at the food on the table, but I'm too nervous and excited to eat. Will they like me? How will we talk to each other? So they've got waffles and bacon and eggs and cereal, that looks like. But he's too nervous to eat. Phones keep ringing. While on the phone, Mum struggles with the last suitcase overflowing with pasulubong she intends to hand out when we get there. Dad laughs into his phone while watching the Weather Channel. My brother is also on the phone, but he is just playing a game. So we've got presents. Maybe that's the palugolong. And then we've got people busily trying to pack on the phone. Very busy. 19 floors down, and we see Tito Pipe in the lobby. He will drive us to the airport in his big van with a TV. Mum talks non-stop about all the relatives we will visit, the food we will eat, and the places we will see. Doesn't Mummy sound very excited to be going on this journey? And they must live in a very tall apartment building if they're going to come down 19 floors. Dad takes pictures of places that I point out to show my grandma and cousins. We go to a drive-thru to get lunch. I'm still too nervous to eat, but I love fries with ketchup, so I nibble on those. Well, clearly it's very cold where they are. Look how cold it is. They've got snow and tall, shiny buildings. Finally, we get to the airport. We take off our winter clothes and leave them with Tito Pipe. Mum says we only need summer clothes where we are going. We will stay by a sandy beach, wake up to the sound of ocean waves, and it will be sunny every day. I try to imagine this wonderful place. Yay! Sun, beaches, heat. Look what they're taking off. Doesn't that look like something we saw earlier? And look at all these winter clothes being kept behind. They're all very excited for their trip, aren't they? Tito Pippo mentions for a group picture. Mum puts on her straw hat. Dad wears his sunglasses. My brother puts on his snorkel and goggles and pretends to swim. We all laugh. I smile and think, okay, Grandma, get ready, cousins. Here we come from halfway around the world to see you. Look at that. Look at all the people. It's clearly still cold, but they're ready for the next part of their journey. They're very excited. And now we're here again. Isn't that cool book? Isn't that very cool? So the interesting thing about this book is that it's looking at people who are traveling around the world, some to start a whole new life like they were at the beginning. The cousins were moving and they weren't sure if they were going to get to see their old home and their friends and family again. And then also those who already live in another part of the world but are still Filipino and now are going to go and visit their cousins and grandparents who they'd never seen before. So it's very interesting to see that we sometimes still have the same feelings, the same nervousness and excitement. In the first half, the mummy was quite sad because she was leaving and she wasn't sure if she'd see them again. But then we could hear the excitement in the mummy's voice who was going back to the Philippines because maybe it had been a long time and she couldn't wait to see all of her friends and family again. Do you have friends and family far away that you really enjoy seeing? I do. And that's why I love traveling so much. So that was our book for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do subscribe so you can always know when another story is happening. And I'll see you on the next story time with Auntie Vina. Take care.